All right, welcome back. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be, my fellow sim pilots, friends, family, whoever's checking in. Good morning. Raising my coffee to you. Cheers. So first things first, there's a new NVIDIA driver, 572.60, that came out just a little while ago. And this was maybe because I was able to find out about it this morning. I went into the app and downloaded it, and it said it downloaded, but then I couldn't find it, and it didn't run the install. So I kept trying to download it. It's saying it's downloaded, but it won't run the install. Then I started getting can't download, or download error. Go to the website. So I had to go to the website and download it manually. And even at the website, it gave me a couldn't download error, and it could have been just everybody hitting the site. You know how that is. So, I just happened to find out and jump on it right away, and, it's all just traffic problems or something. I don't know. Either way, it's installed now. Seems to be running fine. I turned off frame generation. For streaming in OBS, it's set at 60 frames a second. So if I throw more frames at it, I don't think it matters. It's just a waste of CPU power, GPU power for it to generate 124 FPS. So for the 4070 Ti Super, if you have something like that, or you're thinking about something like that, you don't want to get, you don't want to spend more money than you have to. The 4070 Ti Super with frame generation on, VSync off, is doing 124 frames a second in 4K. I know. I've never owned such a good machine. I'm so happy. I can just imagine the folks that have the cash to throw around, how happy they're going to be with their 5090s. I was talking about those yesterday. How some of the demos they're showing, the Technicolor capabilities of the 5090, pretty impressive. So sad news to report today. Actor Gene Hackman has left the planet. Strangely, his wife and his dog as well, one of 3 dogs. So looking for anything that's heading towards Colorado Springs from the nearest airports, and nothing. Everything is just going to be, our first flights are just going to be little short ones. So we're in Colorado. We're down near Walsenburg. Home base is over here, and I haven't been able to get us close to home base yet. We came in from Nebraska and Kansas, and I've been getting flights taking us this way to get back, and it just keeps sending us south and west. So, and I don't want to go too far away. I feel like I'm cheating if I'm, I don't want to be taking missions that are way out here if I'm here. I was hoping wherever I go, I could have, within reason. So it seems like cheating to go anywhere else to try to find a job to take like that, to take me back to Colorado Springs. So that's, yeah, because I'm in Walsenburg. What I'm going to do, Uber it? There's no jobs that, either way. Also, yesterday we discovered that Bushtalk Radio does indeed work in career mode. Well, let me get us set up for a job, and I'll get us into a plane, and I'll show you. So our first job is just Spanish Peaks Airfield, and we're gonna, that's a de Havilland. I'd rather do the Skyhawk. A sightseeing tour with Michael. Okay, so Michael Harper, a local we all know well, is visiting the club with his wife. How about taking them with you for a nice, relaxing ride? Time for a grand tour over Walsenburg. I have family, or had. I don't know anymore, you know. When we were a kid, reunions were a big thing. And as the generations, you know, everybody starts aging, and us younger kids, we don't do what the elders did, you know, and we're not good about organizing family reunions, and nobody knows anybody anymore. By the way, I remember growing up, lots of family from Walsenburg. Okay. John Woodruff is our flight coordinator. All right, so in the EFB now, that's where you're going to find your Bushtalk Radio sign in and other options. This bugged on me yesterday going into these screens, and it made the EFB disappear. I had to restart the machine later. All right, but this tab here, your account, you can set it to keep you logged in. So now you can see that it is connected. We got a little flashing green light down here. All right, let me get Bushtalk Radio loaded on the website. Should be auto logged in. Yep. Okay, let me show you that. Don't need that. So it shows us where we're at. Now, all of these points were created, all these dots. Those are all either created by, mostly created by users. So if this seems interesting to you, and the areas that you fly don't have a lot of points of interest, and you're like, man, they're, you know, all of these great things around me, but they're not in there. You can add them in there. You can create your own entries for Bushtalk Radio. So people are going crazy, creating awesome stuff. I've created a few. You just click the little plus down here. Or one of them, the little, is it this one? Yeah, add point of interest. So the name, the category, the coordinates, and you can get that from Wiki. Google, whatever. It's easy to get coordinates on things. Cover photo, recommended assets, the description, and submit an audio tour for your location. Tell us something interesting and we'll generate the audio tour for you. Or you could auto-generate one by importing a Wikipedia article. Audio submissions are not editable. Help us keep costs down by always proofreading your script and read the submission guidelines for submitting. You know, Wikipedia's got, there could be little extra characters or links to other things going on. And yeah, you can cut and paste, but you're going to want to remove all those little extra tags that are thrown into Wikipedia articles and such. And to make it your own, I really recommend whatever you cut and paste in there, you know, switch it up a little bit. It's like in school, they wouldn't allow you to just cut and paste stuff for your homework assignments. You know, you make it your own a little bit. Try to add some. Now, I say that because that was a comment to me. Where I've just cut and paste things, and either way, not saying I cheated, I just being unoriginal. Okay. So messing with some of these other buttons, I think it was airport. No, the nav finder worked. It brought up airports. I don't remember which one, but one of them bugged it. Now, unfortunately, when you click on points of interest nearby, it'll show you all of the... Oh, let me go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. On the EFB, under points of interest, it'll pull up the list of all the ones that are nearby. Like Bishop Castle, the Sangre de Cristo Mountains, How do we close this? Okay. So Bishop Castle should be here. And if we fly within like a mile of any one of these points, it'll trigger an audio tour. I don't think we're going anywhere near any of these. But let me go ahead and play Bishop Castle for you. It's not too far from here. So it'll sound something like this. The reason why I have the audio, the music, and the aircraft, the simulator noise pretty low at the moment, so that they don't conflict. And this is you're able to hear this better.
Bishop Castle is an elaborate and intricate one-man project named after its constructor, Jim Bishop, that has become a roadside attraction in central Colorado. The castle is located in south-central Colorado on State Highway 165 in the wet mountains of southern Colorado in the San Isabel National Forest, southwest of Pueblo, Colorado. Overview. Bishop bought the land for the site for $450 when he was 15, and construction on what was originally intended to be a family project to build a cottage started in 1969. After Bishop surrounded the cottage with rocks, several neighbors noted that the structure looked something like a castle. Bishop took this into consideration and soon began building his castle. In 1988, Bishop's third child, 4-year-old Roy, was killed in a logging accident at the castle site.
Sad.
When Bishop was asked in 2016 why he continued to build the castle, he replied, "Well, what am I gonna run to?"
It's quite an amazing feat. Quite an amazing structure. So, I have flown it in 2020 and did an episode on it, or flying around different landmarks. So I'm sure it's available in one of my older episodes. I missed the Pito, didn't I?
Send the guests.
So this is going to be Mike, right? Mike and his pal. Good morning, gentlemen. Gonna be a short flight, so I don't feel bad drinking coffee. Do. Okay. Jim looks fine.
Ready for a quick spin around the area? Captain, please welcome aboard Michael and his wife. He's a good friend of the club team and living nearby, so it's a bit special to take him with you. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Engine started, let's go.
Why aren't you back there with your husband?
For Victor 1 traffic in Victor, Quebec, Sierra Tree 012 is taxiing to runway 27.
Before we get going, let's take a look around this airport.
Hi, Captain.
Hi.
Michael. Can't
Hello.
believe looking down at
My settings are wrong. The controller's off.
hometown.
Nice to meet you. I'm Laura. I'm hanging out with Michael for this flight. Pretty exciting.
Possibly good gliding weather here. Look at those dark underbellies right above us. So pretty no nonsense place. Okay. And we're going. So sit back and relax. Put your feet up. You are the VIP. Hey, what are you guys doing? See if they impede the runway, taxiway. I'm not going to be on the news. Too much shenanigans going on at airports. Not enough people paying attention. Hey, what are you doing? Oh, my Lord. We've got a crazy on the field, folks. Got a loony out there. That's typical. So what is this now? Sim America? Am I wearing a red hat or something? I mean, what was the reason for that? Anything triggers people now. Might be a little too quiet for operating purposes. Yeah, so I don't live too far from here, and it is as far as I can tell, a gorgeous day here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Oh, well, I'm taxing. Aviator performance. Enter the runway without an announcement. But you told me to come out here and stop and hold short, and then come down here and turn around. My bad. I'm sorry. Well,
It's a bit scary, but still exciting. Mostly exciting.
we haven't even taken off yet. Oh, now they want me to go down there and turn around. Okay, so if you need a follower, I could use a follower too. But if you need a follower, please go into the chat room and say hello, make an emoji, do whatever you want to do, leave a comment. And that will allow me to select the 3 dots that appear next to your entry. And I can immediately go to channel. It'll take me right to your channel, and I can immediately hit the subscribe button and subscribe to you. Turn on notifications and all that. If you subscribe to me, which I would appreciate it, that'd be great. It would make Christine incredibly happy. You might have your own Christine, and you understand. Keeping your significant other happy is the most important thing. So save a life, save a fellow sim pilot. Please like and subscribe, and check on me frequently. That'd be great. Make sure I'm still alive. Okay, Anyway, if you subscribe to me and you don't pop into the chat room, it takes a while for the YouTube computers to process for whatever reason. And then I have to go into my studio dashboard stuff and I have to look for the people that have recently subscribed. And then I can subscribe back and do it that way. But again, it's not fast and it's not efficient. There's no instant gratification. Oops. And we're all about instant gratification these days. So that's why I say, go into the chat room, say hi. I don't bite. You're just saying hi. And I will subscribe to you. Okay, we're on our way. All right. You make sure they're all settled in. These folks actually look rather normal. Most of the people in the simulator are kind of scary. Yes, they're just normal people. No, come on. It's the way that the models are made. There's something about the way the models are made that makes the people look particularly freaky. Like it's like the bug eyes or something, or on the lighting. I don't know what it is, but it makes everybody look really creepy. All right, so Walsenburg, the Walsenburg Club, or either way, we're gonna fly over there and then fly back. I don't really see any wind. Flag looks like it's drooping. That's not bad. Trim is right, so don't need to mess with it. I do have Super Chat if you'd like to make a donation. That'd be far out. That would really make Christine happy.
It's like a roller coaster. My stomach just flipped.
I'm to 6.5. Fly to Walsenburg. You're right.
Look at the view. The colors are amazing. It feels surreal.
It does, doesn't it? I tried getting Reshade yesterday, and I guess I got the wrong one. I guess there's another one that is specifically for Xbox and Microsoft Store purchases. So I'll try that again later. At some point. Just saying you can get a real cinematic look to things. That doesn't sound so bad.
Relax, Michael. You're gripping the seat so hard you're going to break your hand.
I get it. I've had I grew up with my dad flying. And, you know, so the first time, yeah, I wasn't scared. It just the sensations that it puts on your body was unusual the first time. But I've never had a problem with flying. Did a lot of flying as a kid. Talked about that in other episodes.
Romantic to view our beloved region at sunset. Definitely need to book that together, honey.
I don't know where I was going with that now. Michael was saying something and I lost my track of thought. Is the trim not working? Yeah, it is working. Okay.
You okay? Not scared?
I'm too excited to be scared.
You know, I was saying I have family members that are like that were like that. That when they first started flying, just I had never seen anybody literally just holding on to the armrest, digging their fingers in.
Awesome. I see the city. Look over there.
It's
and their first times.
Recognize everything down there.
You know, every noise. What is that? What is that? They don't understand what they're hearing. And when they have window seats and they're looking out at the windows, they don't understand what they're seeing. They don't understand flaps. They don't understand the wing wobble. They don't understand anything about flying. And so I had an opportunity to, you know, just sit next to my cousin. And like the turbulence, oh my God, he'd lose his mind. And he's not like that at all anymore, you know, because we talk about it a lot. We talk about flying a lot now. And he flies a lot now. He has no choice business-wise. And, but like, you know, those are the flaps and yeah, the wing flex is normal. And there's some spoilers and what you're hearing is this and, you know. And I haven't seen him freak out since.
Yeah, that's it.
Where? Oh yeah, I see it now. That's awesome.
Call me sentimental, but I'll cherish this memory with you for the rest of my life. I can see forever.
I'm applying a lot of rudder. I'm trying to keep turning, but I'm also trying to keep us level as much as I can. I'm going to put a little more throttle in there. A little bit more throttle. That way I keep us turning and I try to keep us level so that they can take their photographs. I don't want to be tilted over and putting any pressure on them.
I don't want to leave this seat.
That'd be good. All right, releasing the tension on the rudder. And making our way back. Let me pause real quick. I know there's no pausing in the real world, but I did want to funny it's not taking me to drone cam right away. Wanted to have a look around Walsenburg. So it's not too small. So it'd be a fantastic place if you wanted to move to Colorado and you're like, I don't know anything about Colorado. Where would I go? Where would I want to move to? And if you don't want to be near the big cities, Colorado Springs and Denver and some other places, this is a fantastic place. Walsenburg, great people. If you are of Spanish, Latin, Mexican descent, probably a fantastic place. Alrighty. I have got in the chat room. I've got MF Middleface. Your no fallback required. Come on, come on. I want to follow back. Cool. And you've got stuff. I'm surprised that a lot of folks don't have videos up, but we all start somewhere. Cool. That's cool to see that you've got stuff on your page. And I appreciate it very, very much. Keeping the Christine happy. I had this on.
I can't wait to tell everyone back home about this.
Not so much. All right, and it's just going to be a short little hop back, and then we'll take a small break, and I can look at your stuff for a moment, and then we'll try to get another short one in for this live stream. Then I'll take a break and come back for another afternoon live stream. Everybody's been suggesting to me that I keep them down to an hour, and I'm normally when I do a live stream, I do it all day, so 4, 5, 6 hours. And it's like, no, don't do that. Keep them to an hour. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do. I might have to do 2 hours. 1 hour is I have to end up generating a cover art for each one. It's not that much of a pain in the butt, but
once you take off, you realize that keeping your feet on the ground is overrated.
yeah, I'd like to fly everywhere. I agree.
I see you're on your way back, guys. So, Michael, did you enjoy the ride? You ready to do it again?
The flight went so well. Great thrills. Insane panorama over Walsenburg. Let's go again.
Quite an experience. I recommend it.
For Victor 1 traffic in Victor, Quebec, Sierra Tree 0122 miles east 6700. Ford inbound to land runway 27.
Whoops.
For Victor 1 traffic.
I really should have gone around again.
Sierra Tree 012 is on final runway.
Pretty steep approach.
Just like a roller coaster.
But we're down and we're safe. Just a little bit of uneven landing. I wish those clouds would bring some rain. All right.
For Victor 1 traffic in Victor, Quebec, Sierra Tree 012 is taxiing to parking.
Always cool to see your own region from a new perspective.
It is.
Looks like they enjoyed it. That was a great flight seeing session. Cool.
Cool. Oh, they didn't like that landing. One wheel up. Missed an ATC transmission. Or that's just a checklist. Of level. See, I thought it was going to be like D&D. The higher you add up, the higher it was going to be the level. No, they just throw levels at you. All right, so now I have a moment here. We'll take a quick little smoke break. I'll grab my coffee, and I can go check out Metal Face Gore's page real quick. Paxton, so that looks like maybe some family stuff. Home improvement stuff. Destiny. And Money Pit. View full playlist. Ultimate guide to buying an airplane. That'd be so awesome. Oh, if I only had the money. Epic backyard makeover. Building a true 4K home cinema projector. It's awesome. I bet. Destiny 2, how to get the... So a lot of Destiny 2 stuff. Nice. All right. Well, I can't wait to see what you knock out. I'm subscribed and notified should be on. So if you produce anything, I'll try to check it out. All right. And like I said, I want to take a quick little smoke break, but just a small break. Nothing long at all, like 2 minutes. No, that's wrong. Yeah, right. So, smoke break. I'm not leaving the chair. I'm just going to sit here. Hippo 56636 or 57260. 57260 is the new one today. The regular game driver. I don't know about studio driver. Did the latest driver make it this smooth, or did you still have to do tweaks to Microsoft Flight Simulator? No, I didn't really have to do anything. I'm using the NVIDIA app. I just hit optimize, and actually I turned off frame generation because I'm streaming according to OBS. They want me to stream at 4K at 60 frames. So I'm limiting the graphic card using VSync and the limiter. Here, let me show you, to 60 frames. If I turn on frame generation, this thing's doing 124 frames. So let me get back over to MSFS so you can see this. Okay, so I'm at 3840 by 2160, DLS Super Res. Performance is on. Actually, I want quality. All right, I've turned off frame generation. Again, if I turn it on and it'll turn off VSync. And that just lets it go crazy and throw as many frames out as it can. And earlier, flying in the 172 at K-Fly, which is just outside of Colorado Springs, 124 FPS. I don't believe you can see my NVIDIA FPS counter at the top. I don't think it shows you it up here. But yeah, so 60's fine for making it smooth. And I have most things on highs and ultras. And I've got the ground terrain up to 255. So this 4070 Ti Super is super. So if you've got the cash and and you're not at least up to like the 4070s, I think you'll be really, really, really happy. If you're trying to save some money, you won't feel disappointed at all. I can imagine though how much better the 4080s and the 4090s and the 50s that are coming out. All right, so while you're in there, let me click on your channel, go to channel, and add RC Dude 86, and I am subscribed for when you create anything. I will check it out. And we have hippos. Now I think I may have already be following hippos, but I'll double check. No, I'm not. Getting you confused with somebody else. And you have Fortnite content up. I've never played it. And it looks like on the far right, looks like Marvel Rivals. I see She-Hulk and I see Iron Man. I even see Galactus in the background. And then I see your created playlists. Nice. All right. Well, I am subscribed. Hippos. Okay. Get back to the smoke break. So, sad news to report this morning in the world of Hollywood. He was 95 though. Gene Hackman has passed away. It's kind of weird, folks. They said no, there's no foul play, but it doesn't seem natural. Also, his wife was found dead, and one of their dogs. And so the police aren't saying foul play. The only one really thinking and saying foul play at the moment is Randy Quaid. And he threw out something saying Gene Hackman is one of the biggest royalty accounts in Hollywood. And right off the bat, he said, I think it's murder. What? It is unusual. Everybody else is speculating carbon monoxide. But I guess 3 of the other dogs might have survived. I don't know, folks. I don't know. I do know that growing up, man, I loved Gene Hackman and everything that he did. He was, again, one of those actors. They said, well, he didn't fit the typical Hollywood model, but he dominated every performance that he ever did. He was amazing. Amazing, amazing. So I've been trying to make my way back to Colorado Springs by stringing these missions together, and we still don't have any that are taking us home. This one's close to home. Again, they don't have anything taking us home directly. Mrs. Cook. Well, it's close enough. So I would just have to role play this out, and we're going to take an Uber. It's going to be a little bit pricey, but it's not so far away from home. I mean, it would just take 45 minutes. So I'm going to move us over here. Where's that cargo? Well, that says it's 2 hours. It'd be good pay though. But I don't want to keep them short. All right, we'll do Castle Rock. That's fine. I used to live in Castle Rock. When it was a tiny little town. Just one little main street. And now, well, right when we moved there, it had the distinction of being the fastest growing city in the United States of America. And it's humongous now, and you'll see here in a minute how much growth has taken place, because it's perfect if you have to operate between Colorado Springs and Denver and you don't want to be in Colorado Springs and Denver. It was a perfect place to be. But now it's getting so big. Oh, she's a cute little thing. I think we've flown this before. Pitot tube. Was that it? That was it. Super light. It's a nice day. We don't need any heat. Mix. Oh well, let's see what we get. Can't be mixed, it's not shutting off. Not sure what it is. Moment. I'm not getting a readout for it. Did we forget? Did we miss something? No, I think this is just... I thought this was like a... Show somebody around. Pop us up. Be a horrible way to go. Maybe I was supposed to request the people first. Yeah.
Jason initiate boarding. Roger that.
Everybody showing up in what is that? Like a Hummer? Uh-oh. Now I'm big, but I'm not that big. Okay, maybe I am that big.
Here's your chance to share the magic of flying. For today's flight, you're taking Chris, one of our friends by his own, over Castle Rock. If the seatbelts are fastened, you're ready for takeoff. Engine started. Let's go.
All right.
4-Tree Charlie Oscar Traffic Kin Delta Foxtrot Mike 5410 is taxiing to runway tree 6.
So yeah, we move. Oh, no problem, Chris.
I'm thrilled to fly over Castle Rock with you. This is my home region, you know? Sorry, I tend to talk a lot when I'm nervous or when I get emotional.
Me too, but mostly when I'm live streaming. So yeah, we moved there when I was like 14. And got out of there for college when I was 18.
Tree Charlie Oscar Traffic Kin Delta Foxtrot Mike 5410 taking off runway tree 6 departure to the west.
It's a bit scary, but still exciting. Mostly exciting.
Mostly. All right. Well, let's go check out Castle Rock, Chris. That's how we're all dressed around here at Castle Rock. Whenever you got to have the ripped up jeans.
Here we are.
Here we are. There we be. And it was the 80s when I was living there. So, and again, right between Colorado Springs and Denver. So the best of both worlds. And so you got to be a little bit country and a little bit rock and roll, and it was the 80s, and it was amazing. The best time of my life. Mostly.
Chris, how are you feeling?
Jason, thanks for checking in. Having a great time, and it's surely thanks to my pilot.
Good.
Oh, don't call me Shirley.
Enjoy the flight.
So Colorado Springs is that way. Pikes Peak is kind of where we're looking. That would be going to Denver. Oh, really? They don't want us entering a cloud? Because we're VFR? That's cool. That means, you know, it's adhering, but I didn't see us enter a cloud. But whatever. I mean, that's cool, because in VFR, you're not supposed to. 500 feet. Stay away from the clouds. They don't want you anywhere near clouds when you're VFR only. So far the driver's working fine. It was it was weird, and maybe it was just because I tried getting it right after it came out. But this is the very first time I've ever had a problem with the NVIDIA app saying it was downloading it, but then it doesn't run the install. This is the very first time I've had to go to the website directly and get the driver. But it seems fantastic. I mean, everything seems fine. The only thing they tell you to do is the only thing I found so far is to go into the NVIDIA app once you've got the new driver installed and go.
You feel like the king of the world when you fly.
Let me show you.
Beautiful region at sunset. Definitely need to try that someday.
Or at least open it up. So when you go into the NVIDIA Microsoft Flight Simulator settings in the NVIDIA app, the only thing I think they want you to change is where it says DLSS override model presets. They are suggesting that you click the second option, use different settings for each DLSS technology, and then you drop down and you select latest. And I guess that forces the latest DLSS or whatever onto Microsoft Flight Simulator. See if I can show you that. Go. I'm trying to get OBS to show me that screen, but I'm not getting it. All right, well, back to the mission. So sorry about that. I can't at the moment show it to you, but that's what it is. There are videos out there on setting it for DLSS. And if you have a better card, you get some more options. So approaching Castle Rock from this direction is
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Seeing it from up here is even better.
I don't normally approach Castle Rock from this side. This is more like it's called the Parker side. There's a big ridge. But I mean, if you just look down there, I mean, none of this used to be there. Everything, a
bird just flew past, and I wanted to wave to him. I see Castle Rock. We got a clear view of everything from here. I love it.
So everything beyond Castle Rock there, right in front of us, which is, get out for a minute. Everything basically in this ridge that we're crossing right now, everything forward is my old stomping ground. I never really had any friends that lived way back there. There really wasn't any of this development way back here. Oops, we better get back in. And I don't need this in the way. So we're rounding Castle Rock right now. It is at our 11 o'clock. They have a beautiful star on the top of Castle Rock that they light up during the holidays. I don't think you can see the platform for it. I don't know if we can make out the star though, but you can see there's a square surface on the top of the little plateau down there. That's where the star is at. But yeah, everything north of here, north of the highway, there was very little, and now it's huge subdivisions. Directly in front of us at 12 o'clock, all that earthwork up there, that's my dad helped develop a lot of the groundwork for the subdivisions. None of all of that out there, none of that was there. That's all new. This is basically proper downtown proper. Again, there were buildings there, but there wasn't buildings everywhere. So that's all filled in. First place I ever worked, like a bowling alley. Just be right down there. I lived out on these. I lived out that way on the frontage road, just about, I don't know, 5 miles or so, if that. Best friend lived on the side of that hill directly in front of us. Good stuff. The high school, home of the Huskies, is just off this direction. Just beyond Castle Rock. You can make out the high school in front of our nose. And that's Chris. Mentioned earlier about keeping Chris happy, my significant other, so please like and subscribe. Definitely make her happy. I'm gonna cut her off though. I am flying, Chris.
Alright, I'll call you on my lunch.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
So that's what we need to keep happy. I would like to keep doing this and her not being too stressed out right now. Things are slow.
Can't wait to show my photos
and
with everyone at the club.
So from one simmer, one gamer, one person to another. Help a brother out. Please like and subscribe. The inside of the interior here, this black speckled surfaces, it reminds me of the interior of old grandmotherly cooking vessels that had an enamel coat like that. I feel like I'm in a cooking vessel. Do you get that? Have you ever seen old grandma cookware? You might even have some. They might still do this, but it had that kind of look to it. Sometimes old ovens, their interiors, or after you've used it for for a while and never cleaned it. William Shatner
Seems different up here.
William Shatner might have still a place out here. Probably a little bit more that away towards Parker. Real big into the horses. He loves his horses and does a lot with horse auctions, etc., etc. And my mother owned a nail and hair salon, and so she got to do his wife and daughter's nails. I never got to meet him. Only in like 2016 at one of the cons did I finally get to at least be in the same room as Shatner. He was I've met everybody else. I've met and hung out with Walter a few times, so I never got to meet DeForest Kelly.
I love this place so much.
I do too.
It really has a special meaning for me.
Does. Right? Same. Try to drop down a little bit. We are kind of in a cloud here.
Tree Charlie Oscar traffic kin.
Hello, Wayne.
Mike 5, 4105 miles west 7800. Ford inbound to land runway tree 6.
And I am subscribed to Wayne. And it looks like you've got some... Is that the quadcopter? You got a little drone? Is that a drone? And then I see Phantom GoPro. That looks like drone. Speaking of, kind of,
Have your feet on the ground. But
I am in love with the new eVTOL options that are available in Microsoft Flight Simulator now. The Jetson, the Joby, and the Archer Midnight. I am in love. That, to me, some people are, well, not everybody. Some people are saying, that's not flying. And I beg to differ. That's flying. To me, that's big pimping. I absolutely am in love. Me, I don't, I like my thrill as much as anybody else. But, if it was real world stuff, I would.
Chris having a good time? Ready for another round?
I would rather be safe.
I'm ready.
And the VTOLs are absolutely fantastic. Once you learn how to operate them, I say that they're super simple, but there's a tiny bit of a learning curve, but not much. It's just weird the way that they've set some of the interiors up, but once you get it, take 15 minutes to figure it out. And if not, watch a video or check out my eVTOL posting earlier this week, flying the Archer Midnight around. Absolutely love it. That is, to me, that's the future of aviation. I think every plane up to this point in time now is obsolete. And that's where people get touchy. They're like, no. We're going to be flying these things forever. And they have been. People have been flying all these type of aircraft forever. But when it comes to simplicity and safety, VTOL is going to take over, I think. And again, if you have I'm not a game control person. But if you have a game controller and you're used to using a game controller, I think you're going to be really happy. You can fly one of these things with a game controller with ease. Okay, yeah, Wayne, you're the gentleman that was talking to me about the English pronunciation. Salisbury and Amesbury, or just the differences in our dialects, our accents, or whatever, the way we pronounce things. Salisbury and old Saraham. You used to fly the DJs, not anymore with the rules and regulations, unfortunately. That's why I'm really happy about the eVTOL too, is I think that for older folks, I'm not saying you're old, I'm just saying that the thing that came to my mind the other day is, yeah, with certain rules and regulations, when you hit a certain age or whatever, they won't let you fly. And I think with the ease and simplicity of the eVTOL technology, a lot of older people will be able to fly again. Because you already have years and years worth of experience, but you're going to be flying a platform that is super simple. And I would think that if I was the FAA, I would absolutely change the requirements for age on flying eVTOLs commercially or in general. Oh, come on, come down. We're flying, drifting much too far.
A bitch.
Oh, I didn't land. I didn't hit my R and contact ATC. Oops. So we just did a circle around Castle Rock, a place I grew up. I've been commenting on how huge it is now. Massive. You're old, you're 54? That's not old. 54 is not old. And the reason why I have to say that, Wayne, is because I'm 54 too. I think I might almost be 50. I think I might be 55. I don't, at this age, that maybe that's part of it. I don't want to remember. I'm 54 or 55, somewhere in there, born in 1968. So I don't want to say that that's old. I don't want to do it. I don't know about you, sir. Some days I still feel 18. Come on, keyboard. What are you doing? It doesn't want me to. The keyboard doesn't want to work. So pressing R is not working.
Four Tree Charlie Oscar traffic in Delta Foxtrot Mike 5 410 is taxiing to parking.
A little fast.
4 Tree Charlie Oscar traffic in Delta Foxtrot Mike 5 410 is taxiing to parking.
Always cool to see your own region from a new perspective. Looks like he enjoyed it. That was a great flight seeing session, cool.
All right. Yeah, not old at all. Well seasoned and experienced. When you hit 80, when we hit 80, then we'll start saying, yeah, I'm feeling a little bit old. All right. Well, everybody's been telling me I need to keep my live streams down to an hour or so because I'm used to doing 4 or 5 hour live streams and to break it up. And so I'm going to take a break here, everybody, and like 30 minutes or so, and then figure out what I'm going to do next. If you have any suggestions on something I should do for the next live stream, you can go ahead and throw that out there. Other than that, I'd like to be back at the top of the next hour. The top of the hour. That'll be noon here for the next live stream. If I don't see you, hey, thank you so much for stopping in. Again, every like and subscribe keeps Christine happy, and I'm able to continue doing this, and she doesn't get too angry with me. So I'll see you all at the top of the hour. Thanks for tuning in. You are subscribed now, Carlos, or I've subscribed to you. And on the chalk things, I think I've seen, people drawing strange things on the sides of hills, a couple of odd ones. Humorous. Your chalk carvings are horses. I will absolutely keep an eye open for that. I know one town out there has a man with a giant fertility. How do I keep this rated G? It looks like a drawing that is celebrating fertility. I guess that's the best way I can put it. Why you did? No one knows. Just like Stonehenge. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. People have been doing odd things like that forever. Yep, that's the one. The fertility giant. And that I can also see it as just, back then in the day, just some drunk guys, drunk teenagers, drunk guys that makes total sense. Also, going backwards in time, like druidic practices or any other practices, pagan practices, the fertility stuff. So I can see it both as a lark, a drunken lark, and a haha, and I can also see it as, a fertility thing. I don't know about that. Would you travel millions and millions and millions of light years to go put that on somebody's hill? Maybe so. In Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide series, there was an alien that would just travel around to go insult people. You know, he like some immortal alien, and he had nothing better to do than open up the phone book and fly around the universe, and made sure that he insulted every single person that he could. So I could see aliens flying around drawing fertility things on the sides of hills. Wow. Right, caveman graffiti. All right, well, I need to stretch and use the facilities and figure out what I'm going to do and try to be back at the top of the hour for the next live stream. So please excuse me while I dip out of here and end this live stream, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Cheers.